Hello and welcome to our program Do You Know? Do you know the population of youths in Kenya? Do you know the number of old people's homes in Kenya? Do you know the total number of artists that have recorded in Kenya? And finally, do you know Studio Mashinani? Today we have Wycliffe Gori to tell us more about this interesting term, Studio Mashinani. So Gori, what role do you play in Studio Mashinani?
I'm a music producer. That means I'm the one who starts the process of music production, all the way from creating the beats, making sure that they are recorded, mixing and mastering. So basically that's what a producer does for music. That's me.
All right.
Yes.
So as an artist, maybe I am an artist, what does it take to be in Studio Mashinani?
So if for me to answer that question, maybe I tell you about what Studio Mashinani is. Now, Studio Mashinani is a project by KBC and the Ministry of ICT, where a group of people thought that there are artists out there who have talent, but they might not have the money to go to a studio and record and, tell the world what they have in their souls or in their minds or in their, to give it out there and tell them we have this talent. So they thought it's wise to have a studio in the regions that the artists might be coming from so that they can access it easily, and also the production is done for them free of charge.
All right.
So that's basically Studio Mashinani. So the government takes care of all the production costs, and it is free of charge.
Okay.
So for you to be part of Studio Mashinani community, all you need to do is to register. There's a platform called Ajira Digital on Google. So you just Google Ajira Digital, just register. After that, then you sign in. So there are a number of opportunities that are available there. You can be trained. There are trainings there. There are clubs. There are job opportunities there. There's the Studio Mashinani. There's a whole lot of things that as a youth you can be able to do. So once you register and you are part of the community, now you can be able now to pinpoint the things that you want to do. So if you want to have the trainings, you go for the trainings. If you are an artist, then you come to Studio Mashinani.
Okay.
So for you to be part of Studio Mashinani, now specific, because now that's a project under the Ajira Digital program. So you have to book a session because it's something we are doing for free. So people might clog the studio. So we need to be organized in our process of delivering services. So you book a session on portal, which are 1 hour each. So once you book a session, we will find that somebody is requesting. They say an artist name called Stuart, for example. So Stuart wants to use the studio. So we give him a session for 1 hour. He or she comes, and then we listen to what he has or she has to offer. So if he has the lyrics, he doesn't have the beats, now we start the process from there.
Now, Gori, you've mentioned quite a number of Studio Mashinani studios. How many are they, maybe, and where specific can one find them?
Currently, we have at the moment the ones which are active is Studio 1 in Kisumu.
All right.
There is Studio in Langata.
All right.
In Langata, we have 2 of them. There's Studio 1, and then there's Studio 2 that can contain even a choir. So if you have 40 people, they can go in there and have their song done. We have another one in Komarok, that is in Machakos County. We have one in Kitui. We have one in Mombasa. We have another one in Gatanga. That sums 7 that are active. So if you go to that portal right now, you can be able to book. So if you are in Gatanga and you go to the portal, you want the services, you need not to come to Kisumu so that you can record. There's one in Gatanga. So the production cost goes down.
All right.
And you see this production, by the way, we do for you audio, all the way up to video.
All right.
Yes.
Okay. Now, I can see Studio Mashinani spread across the country. Now, being a producer in Studio Mashinani, what type of music do you major in?
For Studio Mashinani, you can't say that I major in a particular genre of music, because the people we meet are people who are doing different genres. For example, if somebody books and is doing Ohangla, for my case here in Kisumu, that's what we meet often. So you have to know how to produce Ohangla. So it's upon me as the producer who is in charge of Kisumu Studio Mashinani to be up to speed to produce that particular genre. Sometimes you get an artist come here, he does trap. So you just have to know how to do trap. Right. So you, as a producer, we are compelled to be versatile. And in my free time, we do as much research as possible. Because sometimes also an artist can come and then they tell you, I'm doing Tradabana.
Okay.
So, you know, that's not a very conventional, you know, genre of music that you can talk about. So it's upon you now to find out what is this Tradabana. And you'll find out apparently it's Benga mixed with Ohangla. So they come with something modern, so they call it Tradabana. So I can't pinpoint one particular genre that I'm specialized in at the moment.
All right.
So that is the thing. So right now we don't have specifics.
Okay. Yeah. Is Studio Mashinani meant for anyone or just specific age bracket group?
Studio Mashinani is meant for everyone, and also not everyone per se, because there's for you to register, you need to have an ID card.
Yes.
So that means the people who are
above 18.
Above 18. So if you are a minor, then we have modalities of ensuring that if you have the talent, you can be able to assist you.
Exactly.
So if it's a minor, we use their guardians or their parents. So they register and then they book sessions for them.
Yes.
For any person who is over 18 and you have the talent, you can just go ahead and register, and the studio will be available for you.
All right. Yes. Now, what is that most thing that is memorable that you've experienced in this place? The most memorable thing that you've had in this Studio Mashinani? I know you've been here for quite some time, and what is that memorable thing that you've experienced here?
Well, if you ask me, experiences, they're good and bad.
All right.
But I think the best ones are the good ones are the ones that I can share best because they remain in your mind. There was a production we did for Jemima and Johnny. Yes. Both of them were on wheelchair. Apparently they've been singing their entire life because, you know, if you're confined to a wheelchair, the best thing sometimes is you can use your talent, you know, your voice. You can look at what you have that can help you get where you need to get to. So they started singing when they were very young. So it was a recording that took roughly 5 hours because of the movements. Both of them are on wheelchair, and they came all the way from Kakamega. But they sing.
You are great than I can say. Lord, you are lifted higher than mountains.
The production was very good. And sometimes you get people, that's one of the maybe bad memories that I can't talk about. You get people who do not per se, they can't sing. Maybe you placed a beat for them, they can't follow the rhythm. They go off beat. Their voice is not on key, because as a musician or as an artist, you need to know the very simple things that you need to do as a person in the booth. So if an artist doesn't follow that, the recording becomes a nightmare.
All right.
So you put for him a beat or her a beat, and then he does his own thing. So you are pushed between a wall and a hard surface to tell him that you need to go and practice in a way that one will not hurt their ego, so that they can understand there are some things that they need to do before they come to the studio.
All right. Because
most of them tend to believe when they come they can sing.
Okay.
But now when you're trying to break it down to them that you need to do this first, you need to do, some of them don't take it positively.
All right.
They might take it that they do not know how to sing, and sometimes you can kill somebody. And that is not our intention. Our intention is anybody who wants to get to use the studios, they use it the best way we know how.
Your experiences in Kisumu, what are some of the challenges that you've experienced in this place and you wish maybe the government can address?
In everything that you do, there must be challenges and the good part of it. Now, one of the biggest challenge that we get is now Studio Mashinani here in Kisumu. We only have one Studio Mashinani, right? Serving the whole county, and as I've mentioned, you see people come from Kakamega, some people come from Ranen,
yes,
because the other ones have not yet been built. So you get a number of them. So the studio is fully booked Monday to Wednesday that we take in artists. So it is fully booked.
All right.
So as an artist, sometimes you don't even have time to, as a producer, you don't even time to do your own
things,
research and
other personal things.
Not even personal things, because we are paid to be here, but to do research. It's very important for us to do research, because I tell you, somebody can come with a genre that you don't know, so you need to be doing research. So we find Monday to Thursday it's fully packed, and then Thursday it is mixing and mastering. Friday is mixing and mastering and administration, because we do all these things. We also have to be accountable for what you do per week. It's very important for proper flow of the studio. Another thing is, for us here in studio, unlike the other studios, they're bigger. Ours is a little bit smaller. So if you have a choir of, imagine, 42 people, and they want to go in here, so it takes time. And some of them are, even if you're a choir, you'll only have 1 hour to do your music production. So it becomes challenging, especially with the choirs. So you need to figure out as a producer, how will I have these people? And it takes time.
Yes.
Because for the case of a choir, now you'll have the sopranos go in, tenors go in, altos like that. It takes time.
What is maybe your last words? Last words to anybody outside there?
Okay, my last words to anybody who is out there, and specifically let me talk to the artists. People are looking for what you have. People are not looking for you specifically. People are looking for what you carry. So try to manifest what you have. If it is singing, you sing. Come here and sing your heart out. If it is rapping, come and rap. People are looking for that. And the best way to package it is by doing something about it, and people will find it. Today you might be an upcoming artist. Tomorrow you will be the bulldog around, because the artists who are doing what they do right now, the ones whom you are looking at them in TV and you're looking, they have shows all over, they were once upcoming artists. So I want you to trust yourself, come to the studio, and make sure you do your part, because that is what will get you to that platform.
And if you take my hands and take my soul, my arms I give to you. Girl, I wanna love you till December.
There are a number of musicians that have tasted the fruits of Studio Mashinani. Today we have Stuart Jeffries to share with us his experience. How did you get to know about Studio Mashinani?
The first time I knew about Studio Mashinani, I had a project here at the studios. I was shooting a different project with the production team for Y254 and KBC.
All right.
Yeah. Then the DOP.
Okay.
Yeah, introduced me to the studio. He told me about the programs that were going on here, so I took the contact from the producer, that is Gori, and then from there now we started chatting, and then I created an account. Yeah, and that is how I ended up here.
Before Studio Mashinani came into being, what was the experience in recording music outside the Studio Mashinani, other studios outside there?
Before I came to Studio Mashinani, I hadn't recorded myself per se, but I was recording for other artists because I've been writing music for quite a while.
Oh.
Yeah, so what we used to do is we used to just pay for studio time, and then we pay the producer. Now, when you're going through such kind of an arrangement, you have to commercialize on the little time that you have.
All right. Yeah. Now, linking with the producer Gori and now being part of Studio Mashinani, what is the experience? What is your experience in Studio Mashinani?
My experience has been amazing so far. I think I've recorded 2 projects so far, and my experience has been really amazing. When I came here, it exceeded my expectations.
All right.
Yeah, because now they have both a producer and a sound engineer, so you're able to really refine the quality of what you're doing.
All right.
Yeah.
A musician artist that have never heard of Studio Mashinani, what can you tell them? What can you tell people about Studio Mashinani outside there?
About Studio Mashinani, I think it's clear from what I've already said that I'm really pleased, and people need to know that when you come here, first of all, you don't pay.
All right.
money, because the government has already taken care of it, and the KBC as an institution has already taken care of the production processes. So all you need to do is just to create your account on Ajira Digital platform, and then you can book a studio session from whichever place you're in.
All right.
Yeah.
Now, being an artist, how do you see it? How do you feel like Studio Mashinani have nurtured your talent and innovation?
Okay. As I put it earlier, I had not recorded music myself.
All right.
Yeah, and one of the reservations that I had was the financial implications of recording good quality music.
All right.
Yeah, and so when I came here, I was able to record music without necessarily paying for the studio time.
All right.
Or for the professionals who are working here. So it has been a smoother kind of way of doing music. So in comparison to before I came to Studio Mashinani, I had not recorded music. So personally, I had not recorded music. And now coming here, I'm able to record music. I think basically it's as clear as that. Yeah, it put me from a point where I could not record music to a point where I can record music.
Okay.
Yeah.
Now, having been here and recorded 2 projects, what are the process? What is the process, and what are some of the improvements that you really wish that can be done so that you have an efficiency in producing your music?
Okay, so I'll divide it into 2. First of all, the process. The process is basically you create, once if you are over 18. You create an account on a Jira digital platform, which is, the process is pretty free.
All right.
And you can do it from your smartphone also. Once you create an account, you go to the studio section, and then you just scroll. You'll find a studio. There is a studio. I think there's a studio in Nairobi. There's another one in Mombasa.
Yeah. And
then there's another one in Kisumu. Plus there's one more I'm forgetting. So you can just choose one of those. And then you link up with the producer, check their schedule.
Right.
And then you can book a session from the producer's schedule. Once that happens, now you show up for the time that you booked at the studio. Once you show up, you'll meet the producer and the engineer. You'll discuss your project with them.
All right.
And what you want to achieve, what your end game is.
Okay.
And then now you'll begin the process of the creative process. If you have your own instrumental beats,
all right,
or if you want to do a cappella, you can just go directly into studio. But if you have your own beats, you can come and record the audios, and then the mixing will be done here. Also, if you don't have your instrumental beats, you can be assisted to create instrumental beats from the studio, and then the recording and the mastering process. Yeah, up to, I'm told they even have distribution.
Okay.
Though I haven't gotten to that point yet personally. But I'm told there's even distribution on TV. There's a way you can get your music from Studio Mashinani to TV. So in terms of the process, I think I've stated everything. The artist can come and leave a mark to say that they were here, right? So that being the case, then there's a need for community, in such a way that, as a recording artist, I've not met other people who record here, and I've not been able to network with them to a point where now we can create a culture, and make enough noise to have the attention of the world in terms of selling our culture and art. So I think that is really lacking, the aspect of community. We can have a community in the sense that we can have a WhatsApp group, Telegram groups. We can also have platforms on Facebook groups. We can also have periodical events. Like we can say every month or every 3 months, we have a concert for artists who have recorded music here. So that in the process of doing that, we can nurture more. We can now get instrumentalists on board to create more, and to even learn from each other. Also, the aspect of networking will come in the sense that there are people who are more empowered in terms of voice, but they are less empowered in terms of lyricism and poetry. And now in music you have to combine different kind of specialties, songwriting, etc. So we need to have a way in which a songwriter can meet a producer, can meet an instrumentalist, can meet whichever in the chain process, so that we can have a complete circle.
Okay.
Yeah.
Have you recorded a video of your projects before? Or have you recorded any video with Studio Mashinani, or is there any plan arrangement on that?
Currently, I'm recording an extended playlist.
Okay.
I'm actually recording a 24-song album.
All right.
But I'm breaking it down into 4 projects of 6 songs each.
Okay.
Yeah, so the first project, I'm just in the first EP. Yeah, so I've just done 2 audios, and as we progress, because for the videos, that the kind of video I want to do a continuous story from the first song to the last song, so that song number 2, the video begins from song number 3. So in order for me to record the videos, I have to first of all record all the audios and master them to be able to tell a flowing story, and then now from there. But I've been told by the producers and the team that there's that facility to even record the videos for the project. So I'll get there. I'll cross that bridge when I get to it.
Yeah, that would be a good plan actually for you, that you're now an upcoming artist. Now, Stuart, tell us about your social media platforms. Maybe where can we find the already recorded 2 projects of your music, if you have one?
Okay, I've not released the projects yet, but when I do, for the first few months, they will be available on Hustle Sasa. You can just search Hustle Sasa / Stuart Jeffries. You'll find my shop there.
All right.
I sell everything I do there. And then after I've gotten to the target that I want, it will be available on Boomplay, Spotify, SoundCloud, iTunes, and YouTube, of course.
Thank you so much, Stuart. To our artist, to any artist outside there, you need to grab the opportunity while it still lasts. You need to go to Ajira Digital and register. This has been your program, Do You Know? Until next time, my name is Vincent.
Good stuff.